Look at this mountain in central Iran. From the outside, just rock, bare desert, nothing. But beneath it, Iran hid one of the most sophisticated nuclear facilities ever built, buried 80 to 90 meters underground inside solid granite behind reinforced concrete walls. The world's most powerful bunker buster bomb, the GBU-57, can penetrate about 60 meters of reinforced concrete. Fordo sits deeper than that. Iran didn't just build a nuclear facility. They built an underground city, tunnels, centrifuges, command centers, missile halls, a parallel civilization carved beneath the earth, estimated to have cost over $20 billion. And the question the world is asking right now, as bombs fall on Iran, did any of it reach what's buried down there? Today, we go inside the impossible bunker. Everything starts here, the Iranian Plateau, a landlocked fortress of mountains and desert, perfectly designed for hiding things underground. For over 4 decades, Iran has been building a nuclear program, first openly, then secretly, and eventually deep underground. Natanz, Iran's main enrichment site, sits 40 to 50 meters below the surface, and that was just the beginning. The logic is simple. Put it above ground and it can be bombed. Put it underground and the math changes in your favor. From the outside, the Fordo mountain looks completely unremarkable. Bare rock, desert terrain, no signs of life. But at the base of that mountain, two tunnel portals, blast doors, and the entrance to one of the most fortified structures ever built. Fordo sits 80 to 90 meters underground, the equivalent of burying it beneath a 25-story building made of solid granite. Once inside, a vehicle-capable tunnel leads deep into the mountain, wide enough for trucks, reinforced against collapse. The mountain itself is the first layer of defense, 80 to 90 meters of granite absorbing blast energy before it reaches anything critical. Then comes reinforced concrete, multiple thick layers added during construction to harden the facility further. Inside the underground halls, rows of centrifuges. Fordo was designed to hold approximately 3,000 centrifuges across 2 main enrichment halls. Each centrifuge is a precision machine, a spinning rotor that separates uranium isotopes by using centrifugal force. Feed uranium hexafluoride gas into the centrifuge, spin it fast enough, and lighter U-235 concentrates at the center. That's enrichment. Connect 164 centrifuges in a cascade, and each stage multiplies the enrichment level, building toward weapons-grade material step by step. To keep it all running, a facility this size needs enormous power, transformers, generators, and backup systems, all buried alongside the centrifuges. Ventilation is another hidden engineering challenge, maintaining breathable air for workers and stable temperature for machines, deep inside a sealed mountain. Cooling systems prevent the centrifuges from overheating, piped water and heat exchangers, all engineered for permanent underground operation. And Fordo is only one node. Across Iran, underground missile bases, officially called missile cities, exist in every single province. Inside these missile tunnels, ballistic missiles on mobile launchers, stored in rows inside tunnels 6 to 10 meters high and 6 meters wide.
Kalala Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash, and double honors to the elders of Jemas Ruel, blessings unto those men And blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing this word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel Brakta, today's lesson, the building of deeper bunkers. Now, according to the video that you just saw, Iran has been preparing for 4 decades for the coming war. They have built deeper fortified bunker structures so no bunker buster weapon is able to reach them. Now, when it comes to the scriptures, they have spoken about those deep underground military bases, aka the DUMBs. And with that being said, let's go over to Amos 9:2, which says the following. Amos 9:2, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Though they dig into hell, meaning into their deep underground military bases, right into those DUMBs of refuge. Even though the elites have operational facilities in the States, most will ride out the war and indignation of the Lord in other countries. The elites will ride out the storm in the DUMBs of the other countries because they know of the absolute judgment of modern day Babylon the Great, which speaks of America. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. That speaks of the Lord bringing them down from their international space station. But the Lord allowed them to venture to a certain region of space in order to build their international space station and to set up their satellites. But they never set foot upon the moon. That was a total fabricated hoax. But the Lord has set bounds that he cannot pass according to the scriptures. And when Edom went up to space, then they went from functional families to dysfunctional families. But when it comes to these deep underground military bases, no one has more underground facilities or DUMBs than Finland and Switzerland. There are bunkers worldwide, but Switzerland alone has built the most bunker fortresses worldwide. And as it stands, Switzerland has over 374,142 bunkers in existence, according to video documentaries online. Amos 9:3, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And that word bite, according to its etymology online, means to pierce or cut with the teeth. That is exactly what the Leviathan shall do. Once again, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Right, meaning that the Lord shall command or give orders to the enormous Leviathan of the moist to bite them at the bottom of the sea, wherever it is that they shall hide. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will take them from all their mountainous regions. And though they hid themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Even that enormous Leviathan of the moist that was made to dwell in the depths of the sea will bite them in their underwater facilities. So the Lord has covered all angles. When it comes to those hidden and secret places, there's no place to hide from the eyes and judgment of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The eyes of the Lord, according to the scriptures, are his angels. And the angels are everywhere, beholding evil and the good. But the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, in time will utilize the Lord's chosen in full spiritual power to take them captive. The enemies of true Israel in those facilities will serve the true nation of Israel as servants and as handmaids, pursuant to the scripture of Isaiah 14:2. They shall take them from their places of refuge in order to fulfill the prophecy of Psalms 149, verse 8 and 9. Psalms 149 and verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. And this is in reference to the elites of Edom and other people in these worldwide underground facilities or wherever else they may be found. They may be. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Remember that all nations had the true Israelites in slavery. The same way that they utilized the true nation of Israel as their workforce to build their cities, that is the same exact way that the Israelites will utilize them in order to build their righteous kingdom, to build their kingdom, to build the Israelite kingdom. And this is what you call a righteous balance of the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. The scripture of Isaiah 60:10 has said, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And judgment must play out upon those that came against the true people of the Lord. Right, because they touched the apple of his eye. The scripture of Isaiah 60:10 is a perfect example of what shall take place. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, according to the scripture of Revelation 13:9 and 10. So all heathen nations had the true children of Israel in captivity. So therefore they shall all go in captivity. Psalms 149 verse 9, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. And this is the perfect will and righteous balance of the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, for the things done unto the true nation of Israel. The saints are the Israelites according to the scripture of Psalms 148 and verse 14. And what made Israelites a special people unto the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, was the law, statutes, and commandments in which he gave us. This in turn made us separate from among the rest of these heathen nations. And when it comes to salvation, it's only meant for the Israelites. And it's not meant for everyone outside of true Israel. Because if salvation is for everyone, then who is the Lord coming to judge upon his second return? So it makes no sense that salvation is for everyone. No, it's for the elect chosen of the Lord out of the house of David. It's for the elect chosen of true Israel. The Lord did say in Matthew 10 and 34, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. But during the Lord's righteous anger, the slain of the Lord shall be many, according to the scripture of Isaiah 66, 15 and 16. The Lord is not coming with open arms unto everyone. That privilege is unto his elect chosen. But he's coming to make war with the armies of the earth. First cometh the CHIP of Revelation 13 and 16, and then cometh that third world war of utter destruction quickly. Revelation 11 and 14. But in that third world war, the land where the small heads now inhabit shall rebuild, but Babylon the Great shall never rebuild. The Lord shall leave that land of Babylon the Great desolate and without inhabitants. It shall become a total wasteland. It shall become a desert. Babylon the Great speaks of America. It shall become a total wasteland after those 200 million arrows of mass destruction get done with her. That's right. And those arrows shall keep chipping away at the mountains, at the terrain. from coast to coast. But as soon as that smoke dissipates, that land shall become full of wild birds, and Babylon shall burn for a long time. But upon that modern day Babylonian land, those bunkers shall not save anybody. You are talking about the bombardment of 200 million missiles that shall chip away at every strike. With that being said, Ka'alam Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash, and double honors to the elders of GMS Ruel. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel Brakta. Shalom.